The first window. All right, so we are here live. So that's another stream out of the Wall Street station. I'm just making some shifts in order to tweak the buttons that may help you to just navigate in today's virtual broadcast. So in today's episode, we are delving into thrilling opportunity in the world of stocks, and today's focus will be on Palantir Technologies, the one that you are having track of for long, and a company that's been making waves in the tech and data analytics space. So what makes this presentation, this YouTube episode particularly exciting is the pivotal moment, a pivotal point we've identified on the stock chart, a juncture that could hold the key to significant returns for savvy investors. Let me just find out whether everything works fine. If the sound is on, just let me know about that. It's 8 a.m. ET, so there's a time to just head on. But at first, I need to just find out that everything is going as it should. And for this, I need to just reset some of my elements. Just bear with me 1 second. All right. So it looks like everything should work fine right here. All right. So eventually, yes. So we can right now move on to this first panel. What's next for the stock? What's next for Palantir overall? So as a reminder, we are live, so if you have any burning questions, just don't hesitate to pop them. I will get back to them, but I'm kindly just ask you to pop the questions related to what's the today's topic of our presentation. So there will be mainly Palantir and macroeconomy. So if you have any questions to write related to this element, I will get back to them. And if you have any others, just leave the comment below the video. All right, thank you very much. And we are right now jumping to another element. That's the earnings. The earnings and the whole revenue distribution. So you can find right here that let me just change as a pointer. So you can find right here that the Palantir is the company that has garnered much of its earnings structure from the elements of commercial government, and it all adds up to this total revenue of 558.2 million, and it's a higher of 16.8% quarterly. So it looks like the company is developing very fast. Palantir's recent earnings report revealed impressive growth in its US segment, with commercial revenue increasing by 33% to 116 million, and the company added up to 20 new customers in the quarter, bringing the total of 181, making a 37% increase from the previous year. So what can we really expect more from the company that's in its growing phase? Right now, operating expenses also declined by 5.1%, showcasing the commitment to profitability, and that's also everything adds up to this very good landscape to head on for 2024. So as to just close up this element, we can find that that's what really made the price of Palantir stock, incorporating this information is that the company's operating margin improved by 13%, and this financial discipline sets Palantir apart from other software companies struggling to break even. So taking all of this, we can find that investors right now, the one thing that are wondering about is this question of whether the stock is too expensive to buy it at its current valuation, with Wall Street analysts projecting a 19% revenue growth rate for Palantir in 2024. Some skepticism remains about this ability to support this current valuation unless growth accelerates substantially. So right now we are jumping to hard data, and for this I'm just getting you through this elements of free cash flow and EBITDA. Right here you can find that with 2023 to come, we can find that EBITDA started to eventually overturn for positive territory, and what's getting more vocal is that this EBITDA even doubled since the previous quarter. So this tendency and growth tendency is the one that is closely linked to this environment that Palantir should gain traction even further. And even though this macroeconomic outlook is somewhat reminding the shattering word by this inverted yield curves, for instance, that are spoken investors landscape, right now this growth type of stocks proponents are looking for such stocks as Palantir is, and that may go through this dooming time even much unshaken. All right, and when it comes to customer count, we can find it's rising, and that's everything tiptoeing around the outcome that this commercial and government type of a discrepancy is looking like the commercialization of the company, the revenue of the company is spreading toward this more independent type of a structure, more sovereign one, and that may be eventually turmoil engulfing due to the fact that government, you do know, that is strictly binded with the political ties and with dissipation, and really making its way from the government, the company avoiding the stark warnings that may occur upon a way. All right, so we are right now jumping to other elements, revenue and net income. Obviously, that's what I told. It's improving little by little but steadily, and we don't find anything that may spoil this outlook for being much better. Also, what's causing a ripple effect is this EPS GAP. That's what the Alex Karp was boasting with at the previous presentation during the earnings report, and that one is eventually getting higher. So it means that there's credence to the position of Palantir stock has been lended by even a greater amount of investors. Right now, in terms of other metrics, we cannot skip the ones that may eventually have us a little bit more picky in terms of whether company may go to. In terms of P ratio, yeah, we do know that it's very high, but that's also very high for Nvidia and Tesla, and it doesn't really make the company stop from rising. Right now, what is more spokily driven is this EV to EBITDA. That's what I would just stumble upon, and that symbolizes that stability or decline in valuation is somewhat expected. We can find that this constant, as we do know, versus EV to EBITDA metrics related to history, this stagnation means that the market perceives the company value stock to being overall overvalued, and that's what may pose a risk for further growth. What's, however, most risk is this metrics related to these other metrics related to the history, whereas the return on equity on asset and investment capital is the one that are really thriving. And also the question right now is how long may we ride this train. Right now the investors are really thrilled with the situation that Palantir has found itself at, but when it comes to other elements, there are some things to improve, as consolidated net income that's still at the negative, as it was back in this at the end of the year, at the very high negative figures right now, heading towards optimism, but still there are some things that we need to improve. All right, when it comes to the future, what the future may hold to the stock. Right now, 2024 may not be that golden path as it was for the company 2023. 2024 may be a little bit more calm when it comes to military type of a background, when it comes that Israel-Hamas conflict is about to extinguish this Ukraine and Russia, also one that is about to being fade away, and Palantir favors more from environment that is getting more shaken. So the Palantir may meander along with what the orders for its software was back in 2023, and may just capitalize on this, but the uptick in terms of earnings in 2024 may get fueled by even more spooky time, even more time that may eventually signify the word that the softwares of Palantir is somewhat irreplaceable. So right now there are many of the investors that in 2024 are selling Palantir for profit, and it's due to its enormous gains during Q3, but still there are many proponents that finding the company being traded low compared to its peers. So right now, even though this analyst expectations are quite low with forecast PE growth rates at not very high valuation in 2024, now there are many of the members of community of the stock that finding that that Palantir is to go through this all austerity of economy much with a high scores, getting high on. Right now we are heading to updates for the company, so we can find that Palantir has secured 330 million pounds for Energy's contract for federated data platform, and it all aims to improve patient care by integrating existing datasets. Accenture, PwC, NECS, and Canal4 to support Palantir. There are the companies that support Palantir. Right now, however, there are some concerns out of the environment. Energy's staff and unions express concerns about reliance on a single private company. Contract terms forbid commercial use of patient data, but human rights group Amnesty International seeks assurances from Palantir. So that's all the facts that finding that Palantir is much of a reliable type of a structure. Its company solely is about to run all that complex things for the NHS, and that's a kind of a burden on the company structure. But Alex Karp likes challenges, and that's one of the greatest of the company's structure. So the federated data platform set to be implemented across NHS Trust next year. Health Secretary Victoria Atkins emphasizes data security and the platform support for NHS priorities, and that everything boils down to the fact that that 2024 will be somewhat interesting for all of the Palantir holders. So if you're just the proponent of what Palantir is offering, you may just wonder about investing in the stock right now, and whether it's the time to invest it. I will just explain it in a moment. What about the AI? The very interesting concept out of the Palantir is this AIP that is allowing clients to run large language models and other AI technologies safely. So we can find that right now there is an initial phase of the technology that is contributing to this triple-digit earnings growth, and that all adds up to this fact that the companies that are using the Palantir's software will have an updates along the road of its usage with the more and greater AI solutions yet to come. And there are many tools such as, for instance, Meta Constellation that enables users to ask time-sensitive questions across the entire planet about very important things such as the orbital terrestrial aircraft sensors. It's all related to AI models, and all backs down to this battlefield type of a technology. So the company that is improving Palantir AIP is about to run these LLMs, and also making and enhancing data-driven decision-making and situational intelligence to empower asset and risk management that may eventually increase its capabilities along the road. So